Okay, we got two Monday night games that are going to run concurrently. I believe they are about 45 minutes apart. Jags Bills is first up. This is a spot where you look at the Jags and you say, okay, the Bills, they're rolling. The Jags really, really could use a win. And so, this is just a tough kind of spot. But I think Evan Ingram, it looks like he's still could miss another one. So I'm going to go with Brenton Strange here. Luke Farrell and him had split snaps a lot of last year. There was there were even games where I was kind of head scratchily, seeing Farrell out snap Strange, but it looks like Strange is now thought of as that, number 2 tight end. It might be number 1 yet again this week. So got to roll with him. Made an explosive play in that game, in that loss to the Cleveland Browns with a 30-yarder. Yeah, he had a 30-yarder overall, 3 for 65. Not many tight ends can go 3 for 65. So, it's 21. No, wait, yeah. What is it? 10.8 yards per target, 21 yards per reception, nearly 22. So, guy's got some upside. And, he's a guy with this Jags offense, even though they got some talented pieces, it doesn't seem to be fully clicking. But I do think you're going to get an inspired effort from the Jags here in this spot. And I thought Strange looked really good last week. So even if Ingram's back, he might get some snaps. But it looks like Ingram's trending toward missing another one. All right, the second one. So Washington and that defense goes to Cincinnati, another desperate team. But you're looking at somebody on the Commanders.
Yeah, I'm going Noah Brown here, and it's really similar to your Tim Patrick call, which I liked as well. Noah Brown was a bit of a surprise cut by the Texans. This goes to show how deep their wide receiver room is. But he looked really good last year, and the Commanders picked him up and traded away Jahan Dotson. So after Terry McLaurin, it's really up for grabs who's going to settle in as the number 2 wide receiver. And there's still a ton of uncertainty there. It could be Brown because he was inactive week 1. Again, he didn't even know the playbook by then. He just got acquired. Last week was his debut. He played 32% of Jane Daniels dropback. So that could probably, I'm guessing it's only going to go up from there, and commanded a 25% target rate. So really good underlying usage. All he needs is the playing time now. We could see his playing time even double this week. Who knows? So I think he's a very sneaky dart throw. Not really a play in season-long fantasy. Wouldn't play him on a main slate, but I would absolutely roll with him in a showdown slate.
Yeah, I think he's the Brown of the 2 Browns in this game because you also got Diami. But I do think that Noah Brown is a guy who, Dan Quinn was with him in Dallas for some time there. So he got to, know him even though they were on opposite sides of the ball. And, yeah, they specifically brought him in because they thought he could help this receiving core. They let go of Pringle, another veteran, Jamison Crowder, wasn't even active last week. And Olamide Zaccheaus, another guy who Quinn was, familiar with, he saw a downtick, and it was both Browns, Diami and Noah Brown, who played more substantial roles. And I think, they're going to keep trying to work Brown in, and he could end up being a guy who is that, that number 2, and with, McLaurin on the outside, and then you have Luke McCaffrey, the rookie in the slot, and that's ultimately their, top 3 for the rest of the season. So I think that's what it's kind of trending toward with Diami Brown, is more of a situational deep threat. I think that's what he's best served for. He doesn't need to be on the field 60% of the time. Good run blocker too, though, but doesn't need to be on the field 60% of the time or whatever it is.